let's finish this off. This shouldn't take very long at all. Beach Boys, Smiley Smile. This also has Wild Honey on it. This is, most Beach Boys fans say that the era when Brian Wilson was doing this stuff was some of his best. Smiley Smile was not well received during its time because it wasn't finely honed. It wasn't Pet Sounds. It wasn't even Smile Sessions. It was almost lo-fi Beach Boys in a way, but still, Brian Wilson's arrangements are very, very good, and he was rushed in getting this album out, and I think that he did the best he could with the production. Wild Honey is a bit more abrasive. It's known for being kind of off-putting to most Beach Boys fans. Still really good psychedelic music. Elephone Canister. This is another Bay Area band. They're from Oakland or San Francisco or something. I got this in 2008 or something. And it's fairly straightforward indie rock. Some post-punk elements, but not, nothing too crazy. It's post-punk revival stuff mostly. And there's a lot of catchy stuff on here. There's a lot of stuff on here that wasn't thought through very well. You can tell the songwriting sometimes is a bit unfocused. It's still enjoyable enough. They have this gimmick that they use. I hate to say gimmick, but that's really what it is. I guess they're filmmakers in addition to musicians, so there's lots of references in the songwriting to filmmaking and art, cinema, and film history. And even as someone who's interested in cinema, a lot of it feels kind of alienating and self-important. I don't want to tear into this record. It is what it is. Straightforward indie rock, it's good enough. Andrew Jackson Jihad, People Who Can Eat People Are the Luckiest People in the World, another one of my favorite albums in high school. I still like it a lot now. I did like the sonic approach that they had in Knife Man and that kind of thing. Just because this sound was a bit homogenous for me, even though it was only 20 minutes long. It's still some of their best songwriting on here, I think. And a song dedicated to the memory of Stormy the Rabbit is still one of my favorite Andrew Jackson Jihad tracks. Mountain Goats, The Sunset Tree. This is the more, later Mountain Goats, more produced, and it's not John Darnielle sitting in his room cranking out great American stories with his guitar into a tin can microphone or something. And I love both ears of the Mountain Goats. And the songwriting on this is still reliably great. Mountain Goats. The Hives, the Black and White album. This is like middle school stuff. But this was still, really good garage rock music. This one, a bit of electronic stuff on here. There's like this drum machine and this organ instrumental track on here. A Stroll Through Hive Manor Corridors, which is interesting that they threw it in there. It's kind of this quiet sounding little underproduced, almost lazy song, but somehow thematically it fits the album very well. And I don't know why I'm talking about it like it's a standout, because there's so many great, garage rock punk tracks on here, but so be it. That's the way it is. Diary, Sunny Day Real Estate. Still, the cover art is some of my favorite ever, especially when you go to the back here. I don't know if this is a reissue thing or something, but I'm getting okay. It's a seminal record in its genre. And if you are an emo fan and you haven't heard that, which the odds of that are like 1 in 28 trillion or something, just listen to it. Beach House Bloom, I could trash this right now and not be bothered in the slightest. This is probably the only thing I brought with me that I don't really care all that much for, and the reason why is because it is samey as fuck. because it is samey as fuck. And Beach House Bloom. The atmosphere is very nice. The texture is very nice. The production is very nice and very slick and very reverb drenched, if that's what you're into, but I just couldn't get into it. It's something that I might play in the background, but that's about it. It wasn't particularly involving. I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. Those are all most of my CDs. I also have with me some records I've gotten since I've been here, but I just want to talk about my CDs. The Anthology of American Folk Music. 6 discs, 84 tracks, 4 hours, 16 minutes, and 45 seconds of strategically listed early American folk music. This is something that if you're going to claim to have an interest in American folk music, that you should be familiar with some of the stuff on here. This is not only a great introduction to American folk music, it tells a pretty tremendous story about American folk music. It's very well documented. It comes with a huge booklet in here, and it's good. Wait, so I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. Let's see. Goodbye.